Hello, I'm Michala Liavaag, founder of Cybility Consulting and host of the Cybility Savvy podcast and the YouTube channel Cybility TV. Today I'd like to welcome you to Data Privacy Week. The purpose behind having a Data Privacy Week is to impress upon everybody the importance of online privacy and educate people about how to manage their personal information. Because in this day and age with technology everywhere in our pockets, in our homes, how can we actually keep it private? But that's not what I'm actually going to really talk to you about today, because you're here as leaders in your organisations wondering what you can do to help your organisation respect the privacy of people that you serve, and also being transparent about how you collect and use people's data. There's a bit of confusion around the terms, which in one way, it kind of doesn't matter, because the key thing is it's thinking about data anyway. But for those of you who do want to know the difference, data protection really means different things depending on which perspective you're looking at. From a legal perspective, it's all about the sort of protection of people, their data and their rights around how their data is used. Whereas data protection in a security sense is actually around things like the controls to protect those people's rights. So, for example, encryption would be part of data protection, but anything that can help sort of prevent data from being corrupted or destroyed, that sort of thing. So, different things in different perspectives depending on who you are. But ultimately, the privacy side and the security side both go in data protection. And these in turn are part of the information governance function. Privacy is probably one of the things that most people think of in relation to data protection, because you're thinking very much about people's rights and how organisations can use their data lawfully. And that is part of data protection, absolutely. People's rights and having a representative representing those rights in an organisation and having their viewpoint is quite important. Then you've got the security aspect of it, where we're really thinking about confidentiality, making sure that there are controls around, protecting all information that needs to be protected. Not all information is as valuable as others in terms of the controls that we put around them. And then we've got the sort of thinking around integrity of information and making sure it's accurate and, not corrupted. And then also that information is available to all that need it at the time that they need it. So those are the sort of security concerns. Now, the thing that kind of joins them together is the aspect of confidentiality. From a legal perspective, you've got the common law duty of confidence, where, if there's certain information that somebody would expect to be treated as confidential, like my health record, for example, then people with access to that are expected not to share that with people without my consent. So you've got the privacy side looking at people's rights, you've got the confidentiality nature of some of that information, and security protecting that. So one thing that kind of wraps around all of this is ethics around how data is used. So when we think about how data is used, we think about the information life cycle. So this is really one of those sort of core building blocks for everything around what we do with data.